So Donald Trump announced that if fathers are paying child support, moms can't claim the kids on their tax returns.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a hot topic that has everyone buzzing. Donald Trump's child support saga. Yes, you heard that right. From court drama to public reactions. It's a story that got people talking. And let me tell you, opinions are wide. So let's break it all down.
So Donald Trump announced that if fathers are paying child support, moms can't claim the kids on their tax returns, and fathers get to claim and get the tax credit for having the child. I'm torn on this one. You guys are gonna have to help me out in the comments. In just a second, I'll walk over to the comments and help me out. I'm torn with this one because I think in a certain way, it kind of helps. It moves bringing families together one step closer, moves us a little bit closer to that, right? But on the other hand, I'm saying moms have the kid, right? They've got custody of the kid. The father is paying his $600-700 or whatever. Maybe he's not physically there. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. I don't know. But part of me says moms deserve that money. Moms deserve that credit. Moms are the ones getting kids up, taking them to school. Moms are the ones buying the backpacks. Moms are the ones there kissing knees and praying over, different things. So I'm torn on this one. Y'all help me out. I'm walking over to the comments. Let's go to the comments. Tell me what you think. All right.
Real quick, let's talk about the Trump and child support. Let me tell you that no one should be claiming dependence if you're not caring for that child. If you're not physically waking up every day to get that child ready for school, taking them to school, going shopping, cooking for them, bathing them, getting their clothes ready, washing their clothes, folding their clothes, attending school things, doctor things, taking them to haircuts or hair dones, or you catch my drift. If it's not just about financial support, it's about physically being there. And if you're not sharing that responsibility, you should not be claiming dependence. That is what separates the two. And people forget that there's a lot of mothers who don't do this, and the fathers take, and step up and do this. They're the main provider for the child, and the mothers are absent parents. And there's also grandparents, aunts, so on and so forth, who take the responsibility of other parents. If they're taking care physically of this child, they're the ones that should be claiming these dependents, not just support, not just financial support. It takes more than that. And if you're a parent, a single parent, you understand that it's not just about finances when it comes to taking care of your child. It's the disrespect and the audacity for me.
The thought that Trump could make it to where you don't even have to acknowledge your child. You don't have to be present in that child's life, do anything really. And when taxes come, then you can claim the child and get the benefits from the child that you don't acknowledge, visit, pay anything for. That shit is wild. I don't think it's something that is actually going to happen, but I don't see the benefit in what it does anyways. I mean, there's literally people who have signed their rights away to a child. So what gives them the right to now get a tax credit from that? What is the mode of thinking here that would even be, beneficial, positive, any kind of way that pushes co-parenting forward?
Y'all, it's tax season and there's about to be some pissed off people. So basically, the new law is saying that if you are the one paying the child support, if you pay child support, you get to claim those kids on your taxes. So for the moms out there that are collecting child support, you don't get to claim your kids on your taxes. What? I have so many questions. Because what if they're back, like they miss some pay? I don't know. I got so many questions, and there's about to be a lot of mad people. But yep, that's the story. That's what's supposedly happening now. So, I guess sorry. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
Trump passes insane new child support law. Patriots, if you don't know about this, Trump passed a new law that whoever is paying the child support will get to declare those children on their taxes, okay? So say you're a single father, single mother, and you are not the one paying the child support. You will not get the tax return for your child. How do you guys feel about that? This is all allegedly, I guess. We got to see till everything goes through. But this is the talk on the town that Trump is talking about making. And you know what this means, guys. Single mothers, I'm talking to you out there. This one is going to be directed at you. Okay? Most single mothers, we know women run the world. Women are running it. Especially single moms. Shout out to all my single moms. They work so hard. They're working 2 jobs. They're taking their kids to the soccer practices. They're buying the clothes. They're keeping their kids happy, keeping Christmas on the table. Even though there's a lot of selfish husbands out there who are not paying child support, barely paying child support, or, okay, they are paying child support, but now they get to file your kids on their tax return because of that. Is that fair to you guys? I don't think so. Let me know in the comments. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of TikTok.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of our current president and his administration, but I wanted to come on here and reassure all of the single parents out there who are taking care of their children but are getting child support from your ex-spouse or your baby mama or baby daddy. There are angry parents right now saying that Trump signed a bill saying that whoever is paying the child support will get to claim the child on the tax return, which is completely false. It has been debunked. This came about with I think 2 male podcasters. They were talking about it, maybe the possibility or something. And then someone heard it, then someone ran with it, and then you know how that goes. It gets filtered through. So as of right now, Trump has not signed any bill or any executive order stating that whomever the person that is paying the child support, they are going to get to claim the child on their tax return. That has been debunked. So I just wanted to come on because I'm seeing a lot of really upset mothers on here because we know how difficult it is and how much we put our all into caring for our children, even though, they get child support from their ex-spouses. So if Trump does try to pass that, I don't think that it'll get passed. But as of right now, he did not sign an executive order for that.
I was all for fucking Trump, dude. I was all for Trump. So yes, I have my kid's dad on child support, okay? I get $200 a month for both of them. Now with Trump passing the law that if your kid's if you put your baby dad on child support, they're going to be getting the money from the child, for child tax. How can he file and get all the fucking money when I'm the one taking care of them? He's been MIA for 7 months.
I feel really bad. Is something I would say if we didn't fucking warn you for the last 9 years? Really? You said you're down with Trump. You're all for Trump, right? You're all for him. The racism didn't matter. You're all for Trump. With the racism, right? With the misogyny, with taking away women's rights, you were all for Trump. With the way he mishandled the pandemic, you were all for Trump. With ripping kids away from their parents and putting them in cages, you were all for Trump. With hate crimes on the rise, you were all for Trump. With all the lies, with running up the debt $8 trillion, with raising taxes, you were all for Trump. But now, you have a problem. Not even a week into office. Now you're in the find out stage. Now you care because it affects you finally. So all the shit he's hurt, all the people he's hurt before, that wasn't a deal breaker for you. All the fucking crimes. I mean, if only you had like a phone or something you can get information from, you can actually learn from, I don't know, maybe a cell phone or something. If only you had access to information like we all did, right? If only you paid fucking attention for the 4 years he was in office when he fucked up absolutely everything. How do you see all that shit and not learn and vote for him again? Be all in for Trump again. How do you fucking do that? What are you doing now? Are you playing the victim? Are you looking for sympathy? Is that what you're looking for? Sympathy? Seriously? Let me tell you something. You got screwed with your taxes and you'll be paying more at the end of the year. You got off easy. You got off easy and you're practically in tears. You got off easy. Think of all the millions of people who are going to get screwed way harder than you did because of Trump. Okay, you're in the find out stage and the whole country is going to be very soon. You just don't get it now. And now you want sympathy? Are you looking for sympathy? You were cool with other people being fucked over, right? Because it didn't affect me. Why should I care? But now it's coming around to you, right? Well, just wait because you're going to find out even more. If you're looking for sympathy or you want people to feel bad, you have to earn that shit. You have to earn it. We've been fucking trying to warn you for 9 years. And now you have to put in work to be accepted. You need to do your time. You need to pay your debt to society. Your vote, even though it's just one vote, fucked everybody because there's so many people who thought just like you. You're guilty, all right? Now you have to pay your debt to society. You need to do your work, the same job that I did and everyone else did trying to warn people. You need to be vocal and you need to speak out if you want some sympathy, if you want to be accepted by people. You have to put in the work. You have to put in your time and say, hey, Trump fucked me over here. You have to let the world know that he fucked people, unless you're still going to back him up. Unless you still plan, something tells me you still ain't gonna do shit. You'd vote for him again. Something tells me. Prove me wrong and do the right thing.
Alright, let's get into it, because this Trump child support saga is something that is sparking debates everywhere. On social media, in political circles, and even around dinner tables. You know, for someone as polarizing as Donald Trump, this story is like gasoline to an already rolling fire. And in true Trump fashion, it's playing out in the most dramatic way possible. But before we dive into the reactions, let's start with the basics. What exactly is going on here? Reports suggest Trump is involved in a child support dispute with one of his past partners. Now let's keep in mind, Trump's history with relationships and marriages isn't, well, let's just say is a bit complicated. He's been married 3 times with children from multiple marriages. So the idea of child support payment being a point of contention doesn't seem all that far-fetched. And here is where it gets interesting. We are not talking about an everyday dad trying to figure out payments. We are talking about Donald Trump, a billionaire, or at least someone who claims to be. And for a man who is synonymously with luxury, wealth, and excess, think gold platter toilets, private jets, and skyscrapers with his name on them, how does child support even become an issue? Shouldn't this be pocket change for him? That is one of the big questions fueling this conversation. Now let's talk about how people are reacting, because this story has absolutely set social media on fire. One user on Twitter summed it up perfectly. Trump managed to avoid taxes, court cases, and now apparently child support too. What's next? Unpaid parking tickets, and honestly that is the vibe for a lot of people. Another person wrote, if I had a Trump towel in my name, the last thing I did forget is paying my kids' bills. And let's not even get started on the memes. One of the funniest I saw showed Trump in a courtroom with the caption, Your Honor, my lawyer will be covering this one too. Social media just never fails to deliver when it comes to political drama. Now, of course, Trump's loyal supporters are standing firmly behind him, as they always do. They are calling this another witch hunt and claiming the media is blowing things out of proportion. A lot of people are saying this is just a distraction from real issues. They are just trying to bring him down before the next election. And honestly, we have heard that defense before right, it becomes the go-to response for any controversy involving Trump. To his base, he can do no wrong, but let's pause for a second and think critically here. If the allegations are true, this isn't just about politics, it's about personal accountability. It's about the legal obligation every parent has to financially support their child, regardless of their status or income level. So why does it have to become such a partial issue? Why can't we just agree that if anyone is behind on child support, they need to step up? Now let's put this in context. Trump isn't new to financial drama or court cases, right? From this bankruptcy to the storming Daniels scandal to the countless lawsuits he faced over unpaid contractors, this seems to be a recurring theme. It raises the question, is this just another example of Trump using his wealth and influence to dodge responsibility? What makes this case even more fascinating is the symbolism of it all. Child support at its core is about ensuring that a child has what they need to strive. And for a man who's built his brand on the idea of being a family man, someone who constantly parades his children like Ivanka and Donald Jr. as strong proof of his legacy, you did think this would be the last controversy he did want to attach to his name. But beyond Trump, let's zoom out for a moment and talk about the bigger issues here. This case taps in a broader conversation about wealth and privilege. How many wealthy individuals, politicians, celebrities, CEOs are able to step aside responsibilities like child support simply because they have the resources to fight it in court? For average person, failing to pay child support can lead to some serious consequences: wage garnishment, revoke license, even jail time. So why does it feel like the rules are different for the wealthy? Shouldn't financial success come with an even greater obligation to meet these responsibilities, not less? And let's talk about the irony here. Trump has always marketed himself as a champion of family values, someone who claims to understand the struggles of working class Americans. But how does the narrative hold up when stories like this emerge? For many people, it feels like a slap in the face. There is a reason why this story is resonating with so many people. It's personal. Child support issues are something millions of families deal with every day. For some, it's the difference between keeping the lights on or putting food on the table. So when they see a billionaire in the headlines for allegedly not paying up, it's infuriating. It feels like yet another example of the elites playing by a different set of rules. To Trump supporters who are defending him, I get it. You see this as another attack on your guy. But take a step back and think about the principles here. If this were anyone else, if this were a Nollywood celebrity or a Democratic politician, would you still feel the same way? Or would you be calling for accountability at the end of the day? Shouldn't we all agree that taking care of your kids financially and emotionally is the bare minimum we should expect from any parent? So where does this leave us? For Trump, this is just another chapter in a long book of controversies. But for the rest of us, it's a chance to reflect on bigger issues: how we hold powerful people accountable, how we view family values, and how we navigate the fine line between politics and personal responsibility. I want to hear from you. What do you think about this whole saga? Is it being blown out of proportion, or does Trump deserve the heat he's getting? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going, because at the end of the day, this isn't just about Trump, it's about what kind of society we want to live in. Alright, that is it from me for now. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on these discussions. Until next time, take care and stay informed.